What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Recording. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been an interesting ride here this week with the meme vesting, AMC, Gamestop, all of these things. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not giving you any investing advice. Also, full disclosure, I do own both AMC and GameStop stock, and I will not sell them until I'm dead. That said, as a fellow Diamond Hands stressed out individual, I feel like I must come to the defense of the women of the movement. There are certainly thousands, tens of thousands of females that are likely involved in this, but of course mainstream media has said that the GameStop news is excluding women. Before we get into this story, just a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, BitLevix. Look, the crypto market is booming with Bitcoin prices already hitting an all-time high at almost $35,000. Current stimulus checks and other government expenditures lead to enormous increases in money supply and depreciation of the US dollar. More and more people tend to store their value exactly in Bitcoin. You can speculate on Bitcoin price by trading Bitcoin options with leverage on BitLevix. Options are very volatile investment tools that allow you to create huge profits in a matter of minutes. With minimum investment of just $20 US in a single option, you can create option portfolios, hedge the risks, and guarantee a profit for yourself. You just register, top up your balance with one of your available payment methods. Now you can trade Bitcoin options. All other parameters are reflected in the option price. By customizing them, you control the level of risk and all other factors. Earn big on every big Bitcoin price swing. Trusted and licensed businesses available worldwide. Register on BitLevix by following the link in the description and start earning now. Sponsors are very important to keeping the channel going, so check them out in the pinned comment down below. Now, a quick peek in on the GameStop stock. Has it up 5% today, but it has been a brutal week. It peaked out at 469.42 cents, so close, and has had several peaks, at the end of the week, nearly 400, and people got some paper hands, including paper hands Portnoy, who sold out of all of his stocks. And you see everybody getting involved here. YouTuber David Dobrik says he's lost 85 grand from investing in GameStop stock during the hype. I hate stocks, the influencer says on his latest podcast. I only like doing it because I like gambling. This, I'm sure, will get probably turned around. I messed up, bro, he said while laughing. I saw it coming. Dobrik repeatedly that he's so bad at stocks, but he was excited by the chance to gamble, so he called us a financial advisor. That shows how relatable he is. Multi-millionaire YouTuber has a financial advisor. He's just like one of us. It could have been any one of you. Now, of course, ultimately, I can't see the future, but what I can say is it's interesting looking at all of these articles lately. It's almost like these news media outlets are cheering against the regular investors, happy to report on losses. WallStreetBets has a category on their website for this, and I do enjoy me a good lost prawn photo, but you have the Reddit trader behind GameStop rally says he lost 13 million in one day. Deep effing value went deep in the red. The Reddit user who helped spark the explosive rally in GameStop stock price said he lost more than $13 million in a single day as shares crashed. Keith Gill, the Massachusetts man, on YouTube revealed losses of Reddit's WallStreetBets forum, where he's been sharing regular updates from his GameStop investment. Gill has 50,000 shares in the video game retailer, along with 500 call options. The value of his stock dropped by $13.6 million on Tuesday as GameStop's share stock tumbled 60%. adding to roughly $5.2 million loss Monday, according to screenshots of his brokerage accounts that he posted on Reddit. Even with these losses, Gill says he's racked up a $7.6 million gain on his GameStop bet, which he reportedly started with a $53,000 investment in June 2019. He doesn't appear to have sold any shares or options since the stock sank this week. I mean, ultimately, I don't know what it would be like. I don't think any of us could know what it would be like to go from regular paycheck to paycheck living to having $20 million. And honestly, even at $7 million, he's still wealthy. He's still wealthy beyond belief, and his bet still worked. He was probably buying into GameStop at less than $10 a share, and at $100 a share right now. He could walk away up $7.6 million and never have to work again. So I think it's important to point out that this dude still broke the system. This dude still led a revolution where a lot of people made a lot of money. Now, I don't know how many people bought in early and sold out when it was like $300 or $400 a share. I'm sure that there were a lot. And whether or not you want to hold it against them, that's up to you. I couldn't possibly do that. I know it's funny to meme on Paper Hands Portnoy, but I mean, the dude lost 800 grand in a day, 2 days, he sold out. Now, if he would have waited a few days, that number would have probably been 200,000 or 300,000, but he got paper hands and dumped it. But he's still worth $30 million, so he'll be fine too. Yes, and now you see like Forbes, please sell GameStop before it round trips. GameStop stock fell to exactly $100 on Monday to close at exactly $225. It was down $35 aftermarket. While the shares are still up 1,000% from its close of last year, they are down 53% from its intraday high at January 28th. GameStop stock could go back to its highs and even exceed them. Markets and stocks at times have gone higher than what mathematical equations say they should and for longer than investors believe they can. Irrational exuberance can take over mind. Keep in mind that bears will make money, bulls will make money, but pigs get slaughtered. Also remember that Warren Buffett's saying about stocks and stock market. In the short run, it's a voting machine. In the long run, it's a weighing machine. Currently, GameStop is a shining bright object that will be dependent on the greater fool theory for stock to remain at such high values for a long period of time. GameStop's fiscal year ends the first Saturday in February. Looking at the 3 years of fiscal 2017 and 2019, the company's revenue fell from $8.6 to $8.3 billion. It then dropped 22% to $6.4 billion in fiscal 2020, which ended at the beginning of February 2020. That was before the lockdowns had much, if any, impact on the economy. Analysts are expecting a 19% decrease in revenue for the fiscal 2021, which ends this coming Saturday, to $5.3 billion. During these 4 years, GameStop's EPS went from a profit of $3.78 to 22 cents. Analysts are expecting the company to report a full loss again. Now, they could report better, bad, but better than expected returns. What would that do to the stock? It's weird to me that so many of these people are practically begging. GameStop is not a mortality. People's life savings are at stake. Well, I mean, where was all this energy when people were invested, when people go to the casino? Or, I mean, at least you could say in this, it's slightly better odds. I mean, it's definitely stacked against you in both cases, but there's a lot of jealousy, I'll say, driving a lot of this reporting. Please sell, please. And you just don't know how many people are bought and paid for. We saw the entire movement co-opted to push silver when it never did. And here's peak insanity. Okay, here's where it gets. Women are missing from the GameStop news. Experts blame this fratty subreddit. I love it. there's obviously lots of women in the movement. A quick, first of all, people I personally know IRL, women who are invested. And also, if you look at the posts in Wall Street Bets, there's loads of women. I'm female, and I've had a Reddit account for 9 years. I've been a subscriber of Wall Street Bets for the last 2. It's not a personal finance sub and never has been. I have a gender-neutral Reddit name, and I've never been asked if I'm female or not because, and this might shock you, nobody cared. Reddit users are anonymized unless someone deliberately outs themselves, expecting Wall Street Bets to be a personal finance sub when it's obviously not is ridiculous. You can go on these actual r/personal finance for that. Complaining about acronyms is just beyond. I mean, if you look at the actual Wall Street Bets, you see, am I a joke to you? Just because we don't announce it doesn't mean we don't exist, right? Do I need to announce this in every subreddit? Hello, I have a vagine. Please let everyone else know I have vagine. I mean, of course. Of course it would get to this. Thousands of people replying in Wall Street Bets that yes, they are in fact women, but who cares? You wrote this entire article. I feel like it's just so ingrained for women. Oh, investing, that's boy talk. That's not for us. What? She was determined to break into the boys' club. When she searched for investment advice, she said our Wall Street Bets kept coming up, surfacing with an avatar of a white man in a suit with slick back hair and sunglasses. Right away, she struggled to understand the dense financial language and acronyms. I mean, we live in the world where there's acronyms for literally everything, where these same people have 400 different gender types I'm supposed to keep up on, and they can't figure out an acronym. Wall Street Bets is basically a shitposting subreddit with a side of financials inside of it. They told all these crude jokes, Steven said. Things women just don't tend to say. Really? Are you being sexist? Sounds like you, as somebody who's whining about being pigeonholed, is pigeonholing other women, saying women don't tell crude jokes. And by the way, women tell some of the crudest jokes I've ever heard in my life. These jokes often told with a wink and a nod. She said, it's never entirely clear whether the commenters are serious. For many women whom come to the platform, she said, it doesn't matter whether the jokes are told ironically. They feel uncomfortable and go elsewhere. It's not a fun place to be if you're not a white man. Are you joking? Who gets paid to write this garbage? Carolyn Kitchener. Get out of here with this crap. I hope you enjoyed this video. Diamond hands, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you again real soon.